I'm Martin King, and we're here in Dayton, Ohio, in Dayton Welcome Stadium. I'm here and I'm joined with Darby Calhoun and the world-famous distant assistant, Gary McNeil. This is round 2 of the Ohio High School Playoff Football Association. It's the London Red Raiders, and we're taking on Lemon Monroe. And fellas, we watched them warming up. Darby, what do you think about them?
Well, Martin, they're looking pretty good. They look loose, look ready to go. They look like they're very what? They look very loose, very calm. They don't look like they're too nervous, but they're pumped up and they're ready to go.
And I tell you what, we're coming into this game with no injuries. Everybody's healthy. London's ready to play ball. So I say let's take it to the field and get it on, gang.
Let's get it on. We're just about set to kick off. London won the toss and deferred to the second half. Clark Tobin will be kicking off from the 40-yard line.
They tell me that he's been down here practicing. They said, you think he can kick on a regular turf? Wait till you see how that ball leaves on his astroturf. Very well to put it in the end zone.
This is, I believe, London's first game of the year on turf. And I'll tell you what, with the type of team speed they have, it makes a fast team faster. It's kind of a short kick for Tobin. And it slipped down! The ball's going to be loose in the end zone! If we recover, it's a touchdown!
They're waving it off for some reason.
That should be a touchdown, London. Oh my goodness!
How can it be a touchback?
I think in high school football, if the ball reaches the end zone, it's automatic touchback. But it kind of looked like he touched the ball, but after 10 yards, it's a live ball. I don't know about that one.
Well, evidently it must be right, because Doberman, our coach, is not throwing up a fuss, so it must be
Lemon Monroe comes out in the pro eye, sort of like London does. They got a man split, 2 men split to the near side. They go off tackle to the right side, and he got a gain of 15 yards on the play. That was the tailback, number 21, Justin Bowman. Big 15-yard gainer right off the bat.
And Martin, if London thinks they're going to arm tackle these running backs, they got a long night ahead of them. They're going to have to really wrap up and put some shoulder pads on these guys.
It's early in the game. They come out making a statement. It's a feeler situation right now. I think London's going to tighten up. I see a big hole right there in the middle there.
Yeah, it was right there. This is their bread and butter. Now they got a man split to each side. They go right back up the middle. London shuts that one down. They're fighting for it seemed like a loose ball in the play, but I think they ruled it dead. He got a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Make it 3.
And if you're running if you're not used to running on this turf, it could be, there could possibly be some fumbles. You got a lot solid, more ground there.
That's true, and it's a lot quicker game on this turf too. It's a much quicker ball game. Lemon Monroe comes out, and they've only showed 2 formations so far. Same thing, but the 2 men split to the far side.
Looks like it's going to be a pass.
They flip it, it's going to the outside. London, the end, shut it down.
And John Wilson does his job like he said all year, Darby. He contained, he held his position on the outside, and was able to make the play.
Well, Gary, they've been doing their jobs all year long, and their job is simply to bring it back inside. When you have the defense as fast as this London defense is, especially the great linebackers is like Sims, and the great defensive tackle play all they've had all year, that's all you have to do. And that's exactly what he did there. He just hold him up long enough for the other teammates to come over and hit him.
They actually make the tackle without making the tackle. They line up with a man split to each side. They're looking to throw. We got a rush on. The pass is thrown. The receiver. He slipped down, and it was overthrown anyway, and we're going to have a punt here. And you know what happens when you punt the ball to London.
Yeah, we're looking at Bennett, and he's back there wanting to get in it. We got number 14. Is that Con? Con back?
Yeah, Sean Con.
Putting some sure-handed people back there this year to eliminate the possibility of fumbles. We had a couple fumbles last week.
And Martin, let's don't forget this game is going to be won or lost in the trenches tonight. Both London and Lemon Monroe have big offense and defensive lines.
We got a conference down on the field there with the officials.
This team matches. This is the best matchup, player for player, this team has had. And we're going to have a penalty on London. It's going to take them real close to a first down. In fact, I think it's going to be the first down. It's going to be mighty close.
It's 4th and 5, so it's going to be right on the button.
What was that penalty on there, Mark?
It's going to it was a substitution infraction.
Assessed against the Red Raiders.
And they're calling the change.
That takes the ball out to the 45-yard line.
Let's see what's going on here.
There's an awful late call, but they're already set for the next play.
And if they don't have this first down, you can be assured that we could see a 4th down play right here.
Oh yeah, this position I would go for this early in the game.
Especially with the offensive linemen that Lemon Monroe has here. Big offensive linemen.
I'm seeing a first down.
Yeah, kind of looks like that. No, I think we're barely short.
About
we're talking
half
inches.
an inch.
And when they say this is a game of inches, that's exactly why right there. And they're bringing them back out and they're going for it. This team has gotten here by running the ball. Now evidently they're going to die by it.
So we got a 4th and 1 with 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Monroe's on the what, 45-yard line?
45-yard line. And we're talking they need 1 inch. I think you're pretty much going to see a quarterback sneak here.
Down in their 6.
That'd be my
I'm surprised the linebackers aren't closer. He has to get just across the 45. Looks like they're trying to pull him offside. He's got the first down.
With you, it looked awful quick because they just took a side step.
Yeah.
Over the right guard.
Not only that, it looked like I was watching in the binoculars, so I really didn't see, but it looked like he sent the backs to the left side or the right side, and he just stepped left. So that makes your linebackers want to go left. It makes it a lot easier.
You got to keep them honest. They line up with a man split to each side. They're in the same pro eye that London runs, but they're tighter to the ball, much tighter to the line of scrimmage. And there they go, right off guard. He got a gain of about 3 on that play. He was brought down. Who was that? Bo Williamson on the tackle.
Sims helped on that tackle.
Scott Sims knocked him on over. I think Bo Williamson grabbed his legs on that play. These two teams are very evenly matched.
Size-wise, speed-wise. I see that Monroe has this Buck Green, number 44, won't be playing tonight.
One of their main superstars.
He broke his leg in the game last week, and he's out. They've had quite a few injuries over the year, and still have managed to get 11-1 record. So we're looking at a team that's, come here to win. So they've got to be on their toes and pulling this one out.
I think that's a testament to their great line play that they have. Because the only way you're going to make it this far in the playoffs, you got to have a great offensive and defensive line, and that's what gets you there. And I think this is a true testament to the two lines both these teams have on both sides of the ball. That was a delay of game. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. We got another flag on the play.
That's got to be another one.
I'm wondering if the official's going to let him play.
False start
And last time I said a false start. And we got Monroe backed up with another penalty.
They must have set up all sides on that one because I sure didn't see nobody move.
Against the Hornets, jet ball foul, encroachment. That takes the ball back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down, 17.
They're calling everything, baby.
Yeah, everything's tight here, buddy. I say let them play ball. Got double wide out to the left. Like you said, pro eye.
They got Helvey in motion. Single backfield now. They run it right back up the middle. Nothing doing. Maybe 1.
Most of the Red Raider defensive line on.
And Martin, that was a gaggle of attack.
Once again, we have a gaggle. We're down to 8 minutes, and there's nothing really happened here so far.
Absolutely. A lot of the penalties.
3 or 4 plays have been run, seems like.
There was excitement on opening kickoff when the receiver went up to take the kickoff and he slipped around his back and went in the end zone. I still felt it should be a London touchdown, but I'm not the official.
Too bad it made it that far.
And there they are. They're still in the pro eye, man split to each side. And there London's on the blitz. He's running out of the pocket. He's scrambling. Close to the first down, but he's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short. We got a London player down.
That's Williamson.
And I believe the punt team's coming on.
Williamson.
Or do they have a field goal kicker that can go that far?
But Williamson's hurt.
3 yards to go for the first down.
It looked like he might have got a sting.
Yeah. He goes right back down on the sideline. And I think they're definitely going to be punting this one. Low drive and punt. I hope we filled it. Hope it goes in the end zone. And it makes it to the end zone. Barely.
Just barely made it to the end zone. While we got a minute here, I want to thank the people who made it possible for us to bring this game to you in London, because there was a fee to bring this game about. And the ones who are TJ Dwyer, Dwyer Hardware, Sims Construction, KFC Chicken, Norse Motors, Tom Till Construction, and Donato's Pizza. We want to thank you for making it possible for us to bring you the game.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. In just a moment here, we'll set up the offenses and defenses for you on the London possession. We're lined up in the pro eye with Fred Lester, and that's who gets the ball. He goes over the right side, nothing doing. For the London Red Raiders, for the Red Raider offense, from end to end, at left end you have John Wilson, tackle Myers, guard Bogenreich, the center Lance Worthington, right guard Adam Fincham, and right tackle Shad Good, and the other end would be Bo Williamson. And there they run the option. He's got a little room. He could! He could go all the way! He has nobody to beat! 80 yards!
Touchdown! Tell me about London!
There's no penalty flags. That one's going to count.
Martin, there was nobody on the field for Lemon Monroe that was going to catch him. No one. He blew everyone away.
And we're talking about artists, aren't we?
The artist.
That was Artist the Artist.
And I tell you what, you notice they don't run the option that much this year, but they ran to perfection right there.
And did Artist paint a pretty picture right there?
And also, we got to mention that Artist not only did that, but he was picked the All-BAC, All-League quarterback for this year.
And you just seen why.
You just seen why.
Tobin set the kick. That kicks up.
It's
Wait
good.
for the, oh, it's good. That's 13 in a row for Tobin.
13 in a row for the big toe. Well, we got off to a good start game. London comes out with the second play of the game with the ball. Scores.
80 yards.
80-yard touchdown, 7-0. We just made a statement there. Let's hope we can keep on talking.
That was on the second play from scrimmage, little option around the end by
the quarterback. And I asked you guys last week, is London that good, or has the competition been that bad? I think we still got a long way to go in this game.
I think because London is so good, they make their competition look so bad.
I think that's what it is.
Let's hope it continues to be that way tonight.
We still got a whole lot of football left, because we still got 6:16 in the first quarter. Tobin would like to get a little bit. He had a good kick last time. I think I even misjudged it. Because he came up to the 15, he looked up and it was over his head and he hit the 10.
I think that's more points than Monroe's had scored on him almost all year.
Yeah, I think the most they've given up in the game period has been 14 for a whole game. And I think those are right at the end of the game and pretty much blowout.
And another good kick.
That's very high, taking it about the 10. And he shoots back up the middle and he's going to be knocked over at about the 27. It was DJ Jackson.
DJ Jackson in on that tackle.
The sophomore sensation.
Right.
The tailback of the future. And run the ball was there. Helvey.
And like we said before, the coach made mention the game is going to be won in the trenches. And evidently the trenches really made the difference in that springing hardest for that touchdown.
That's right, because he was unmolested, untouched. London lines up. They run with the 4 linebacker set, anticipating the run. They go in the pro eye. The pitch over the left side. Nothing doing. We got about 2 or 3 on the play, but not much more than that.
And Martin, right there, you just seen how one, well coached this London defense is, and 2, how well disciplined they are. They didn't go. They went straight down the line like they're supposed to. Instead of going for the ball carrier, they went straight down the line, and sooner or later you're going to meet that ball carrier. Good play by defense.
They didn't overcommit on the play. They set back up. Quarterback number 5, he's looking to pass. He's looking long. He's hit. What a catch, and that was close to being a late hit. He took a shot. Who delivered that shot? Looked like Clay Miller.
Bo Williams coverage for the Red Raiders.
I think it was Clay Miller that he delivered a good shot on the quarterback.
And what made it even nice is I like the way, like you said, Wilson contained the outside so he couldn't get outside and scramble for that pass. The quarterback was very patient, though. You notice how he stepped up in the pocket twice before he released the ball. So we got a quarterback here that I think knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Tyler Williams showed a lot of poise on that play. He doesn't look like he gets too nervous. He's used to doing this. London's in man-to-man coverage, which they like to do a lot. They're looking to throw again, and he's looking deep. He's got a man out there. Too far.
Kind of looks just like the plays at London run. Yeah, like I said, these 2 teams are so much alike that we ought to be able to pick up on almost everything they've run.
They are a lot alike, both teams on both sides of the ball.
Well, you can look.
And once again, they're punting and they're getting a quick setup here. Before London gets ready, what's going on here?
Maybe some trickery early, you never know.
Looks like 12 men on the field.
It's a good kick. Good kick. It's going to bounce. It's going to roll, and he lets it roll. And it's going to go inside the 10-yard line to the 9.
And Martin, you can look for that pass again because he had good protection, and the ball was just a little overthrown, or that would have been a big pickup.
He was open. He had him there. He just overthrew him.
London takes over on their own, what, 9 or 10 yard line. With 4:53 left in the first quarter, leading by 7-0. It's the second time we started deep in our own territory. First time went for a touchdown.
2 plays, 80 yards.
London's already got some points on the board, and they haven't even shown their heart of their offense yet.
Well, they line up with Sims in at fullback. They're looking to throw. He's got him open.
What a beautiful pass by Artis. The Artis, I told you all year, that man could throw the ball.
That was a 31-yard pass, and that was to Big John Wilson. Tremendous catch. He was double covered.
Big Bad John.
He was double covered on the play.
That is a huge target. I can even hit him.
I doubt it. I had to say
huge target.
Didn't they used to call you Candy Arm Calhoun?
Yeah, and
they lined up and they're going to Lester. Right back up the middle. He's got the first down. Gain of about 14 on the play.
And it gives me a chance to tell you about Lester. He's carrying 1,511 yards coming into this game. He was first team All-BAC, first team All-District Player of the Year, and Offensive Player of the Year in the BAC. So he really got him. He come a long way from sitting on that bench after the West Jeff game last year.
So Gary, what didn't he win this year?
Well, he couldn't outrun me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the only thing he hasn't made is the All-Madden team.
Yeah.
And they go to Lester right back up the middle, a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
See, that's what I love about Lester. Not only is he quick, he can move around and make you miss him, but he runs over people. I love it.
I got his hands, he couldn't talk.
This guy is so exciting to watch.
And London's got a player down.
We're going to try to pick up the number here. He got his helmet off his head. He seems to be in a tremendous pain.
I'm going to set it down.
We just had potentially the first casualty of the game. It looked like Josh Larkin on that play maybe rolled his ankle over. We really don't know. but he didn't go off the field under his own power.
It seemed like that's what they were working on, Martin, is his ankle.
Yeah, the way he went off the field, it looked like, and I seen him try to put a little weight on it, and he'd come off of it real quick. So let's just hope and pray that the young man is not hurt seriously.
So here we go. We got that's Sims at fullback, Lester at the tailback position. Jason Arias settles underneath the center, and they flip it to guess who? Fred Lester. He goes over the left side. He needs one block. He breaks through. He's down to the 5-yard line.
Martin, they need to get some spacers to catch this guy. We didn't have any spacers. Get out there and get that one block for him. I tell you what, this guy ceases to amaze me. Every time he gets the ball, he not only outruns everybody, but if you get in his way, he runs over you. So he keeps right on going.
He runs so smooth, looks like he's got skates on.
And by the way, I did talk to those guys this week, last night.
Well, I could tell. I could tell.
And they come out, I said, you know, guys, you got to do it for the gift.
The distant assistant strikes again.
That's right.
Strikes again. London trying to spread it out a little bit. And they're going to go to Lester again. And they hem him up on this one. He's still going, though, fighting. He got maybe a yard on that play. He was hitting the backfield.
Now it's time for a little bootleg by misdirection by artists.
Remember, this is where they usually use the buffalo package.
You got
and their main
buffaloes is out.
Yeah,
you got 213
out.
pounds. How big was that? How big of a package is that?
I figured up the buffalo package, and it's 645 pounds of buffalo package.
That's a lot of buffalo.
There's a package bigger than you, Gary. So don't feel bad. Looking to throw.
That's a touchdown. And London's
the artist. The artist, is he a bad man? Another beautiful picture by the artist.
Set that play up for us. What did he do on that play, Darby? Now set up for us.
Now we know why
He a little bit to the right. He rolled out. He was under a lot of pressure. He threw a beautiful pass. I don't even know if he actually even seen the receiver real well, but he knew where he was because of the huge receivers. He just threw it in there. You couldn't get a better.
Watch your hands, watch your hands. Somebody got his hands close.
Aikman couldn't throw a better pass. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got a flag on extra point attempt here.
Tobin 13 for 13.
I tell you what made that pass a good pass is that your receiver went down to catch the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the pass was really not the greatest pass, but actually it was thrown not the only place where it could be thrown.
That was very good. It was a very good pass.
He kept it completely where the defender, there was no way a defender was going to catch that ball. It was either the offensive man or the turf that was going to get that ball.
Low snap, kicks up. Looks like it might, it's good.
And how many is that?
14 for 14.
14 in a row. Go, Tobin, go.
London jumps out to a 14-0 lead. How about that?
2:30 left in the first quarter, and somebody grabbed Darby's hands, and he couldn't talk. He was speechless.
See, that's when I stop talking in the middle of a conversation. That's what they're doing. They're grabbing my hands. I can't think.
London,
I don't know. It looks awful good so far. It's, like I say, it's still early, but we got a nice little cushion here to work from. You don't want to let up now.
Oh, yeah, you can't, because the team don't come this far by quitting. This team, Lemon Monroe, they're not going to give up. They're not going to quit. You don't get this far by quitting. They're undefeated, and they want to keep it that way. It's going to go all the way down to the end. You can bank on that.
And Martin, what we were talking about earlier today was simply how dangerous this London team is when they get up on you, because this London coaching staff, they'll try just about anything with the lead, and they'll go for it when it's close.
Seen last week, one drive, they went for 3 fourth-down plays.
Aaron Helmy on the return from the 9-yard line.
Not down at the 20.
Beautiful coverage on that. They stayed in their lanes. This London team just can't play no better.
Yeah, they are up so far tonight. They're really looking good.
Heavily took the kick, and he seemed to have decent blocking, but he got there. London just stayed in their lanes and shut it right down.
And right now, it's kind of nice being on the Lemon Monroe side because there's no sound over here whatsoever.
I've been trying to spot Larkin. Is he still sitting on the bench, or what is it? Can you spot him there?
I have an important announcement to make at halftime.
Gary, he is on the, he's coming towards the sideline. He is standing now and walking around.
There they go with the option. Back inside. Yep.
And nothing doing. About 3 yards.
Pulled down at about the 23.
And John Wilson's kind of upset because he had him in the backfield, but he did his job.
Yes, he did.
He contained the outside, made him go inside, and then he was met by a ton of London defensive players.
Monroe comes up on the ball once again in the pro eye.
You get Tyler Williamson at quarterback.
2 wideouts, 1 on each side.
And Williamson's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He throws it up.
And
It's going to be a big dog.
And it could be a goal.
There he goes. There he goes. Touchdown, London. 20-0. I don't believe it.
You got to believe it.
Everything that could go wrong for Lemon Monroe
has gone wrong so far. And everything could go right, and we want it to keep going right. It's going right for London. Who was that? Was that Kahn? Sean Kahn was also second-team All-BAC defensive back, and they were really upset because he didn't make first team.
I tell you what I call him today, the interception machine. That's what Sean Kahn is.
The coach said last night at the pep rally that he's the best defensive back that he's ever coached.
And he's proven that. I've seen him playing for like 2 years now, and he's showing why he's such a great defensive back.
Do you know how many interceptions he's
No, hold up. Now take that back. They called him, said he ran out of bounds, and we're taking over at about the 5-yard line, and they're going to give it to Lester to score the touchdown. He makes a move. Fred Lester takes it in.
So we let Lester take it. But Kahn took it down there to set it up to take it in.
And Lester making it look so simple to run that ball. Little juke, little ball, and boom, right in. Beautiful.
When you got a line like London's boasting up there, and they're doing their job. They're knocking people left and right, and the holes. I think Martin could go through some of them holes.
Yeah, I guess he could.
No comment. The beautiful thing about these plays is the fact they're pitching it out to him. The execution is so perfect. By the way, 15 for 15.
I was supposed to say that, and he wouldn't let me.
15 for 15 on the extra points, but the execution that London on the running plays, you see every lineman picking up their blockers. You see the backs, are just running out the fakes. Lester waiting for the men to make their blocks and moving on. He goes, it's perfect. This team is every game by game.
We're looking at a repeat of last week's game.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, hold up. Now, don't forget about the great pitch from the artist.
True.
I mean, it was
perfect.
Boom.
It was
He's bad.
Artist the artist.
Lemon Monroe is going to have to do something, and I mean something right now.
The fans trying to get into this game. And London becomes very, very, very just devastating when they get up points on him.
And I hope we can put 4 quarters together.
That's exactly what we need. And I'll tell you what, Lemon Monroe, they have a capacity crowd on this side. And we are on the home side, folks. And they've about got it sold out over here. And it's going to be taking it about the 12, 13-yard line. He gets up to the 20 and thrown out of bounds. That tackle was made by, looks like number 23, I believe.
Donnie Raines.
Little Donnie Raines.
He's a senior. Donnie Raines run that touchdown back.
Yeah,
picked that pass off late in the game about a week or 2 ago. 2 weeks ago.
And he's done a tremendous job this year on special teams.
Martin, the end on that kick kind of got out of his lane. They had somebody come all the way back out, but it looked kind of shaky there for a minute. Lemon Monroe had a pretty good wall set up.
Now they line up with 3 men in the backfield. Looks like they're going to go strictly to the option. It's a straight handoff up the middle. Nothing doing.
And like you've always said before, as we know, you don't come up the middle on London.
Nope.
No, not on this defense.
No way. Can't be done.
Some teams have found that they can't go off tackle. You can't go outside on this team.
No, I'm good.
You can't go outside on this team. You can't go up the middle. They can spring you for about 5 off tackle, but that's about it.
We're getting ready to set this London defense for you that we keep talking about. At linebacker, you have Ron Myers. At left tackle, Josh Larkin. linebacker John Wilson, right tackle Clay Miller. London sets up with a full house backfield. Lemon Monroe does. They take it off the left tackle. He gets the first down. He got about 13 on that play. And to finish that great London defense, at right end, Drew Dwyer. I love that name. Linebacker Scott Sims. The other linebacker will be Jason Noble. Outside linebacker, you have Bo Williamson. At the H-back, at the DB positions, you have Sean Kahn, who just made that big interception earlier. You have Pete Grilke, and at free safety, you have Corey Bennett, who's always in it to win.
Bennett's in it, we're going to try to win it. We got
and London blitzing on the play. They stand it up, nothing doing.
And Martin, the one that made that play was Sims. He blitzed on that play and just shut it all down. A beautiful plug there by Sims.
Our cameraman's in disbelief.
And we're into the end of the first quarter. London Red Raiders 21, Lemon Monroe nothing.
And Martin, I do believe that was the first down that Lemon Monroe has had and actually worked for, not got a penalty to get it.
I do believe that is correct. There they are, tied up on the ball again with the pro eye.
2nd and 11.
And they're looking to throw. There's the blitz. Nothing doing.
Martin, I think that was a giggle. I think that was a quarter of a gaggle.
A giggle or a gaggle? Whatever.
That was a quarter of a gaggle, which is a giggle.
Okay.
This defense is not giving. That's one stingy defense. You can't ask them for nickels. They won't give you nothing better. They squeeze the buffalo off the nickel. That's the buffalo package they got out there every once in a while.
This 3rd and long. 3rd and very long for Lemon. 3rd and about 18. 3rd and about.
They're in a 6-4 defense.
The clock's not working for some reason.
Flags down the play.
So far, everything's going against Lemon Monroe.
What I was noticing a little bit earlier, and it might be it really can't tell from the vantage point that we have up here, but it looks like Lemon Monroe tackle and end are lining up right with the guard, and the guard is lining up right with almost too close right up on the ball. And what happens is that line bows out. They should bow in. Yeah. Because that way they're not offsides. And what happens is when they all line up, trying to line up all in the same row, sometimes you bow out a little bit, and if your head's across that ball, it's a penalty.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That is the whole premise of it.
And again, as you see, they're lining right up together.
We've got 2 wide outs with
there's the blitz!
Who was that? Number...
That was Bo Williamson.
Bo Williamson. Has he always played that position, or did he move him in Larkin's place?
I tell you what, they might have moved him in the Larkin's spot, but all he did was he was the defensive end, and he came around and he just shot the gap. He missed his original position and came around and shot the gap.
He's playing outside linebacker is what he's playing.
We got him punting from their own 3 or 4 yards. Almost. John almost got there.
And a great punt. Bennett's going to take it. He's got a block. He's trying to get around. Oh, pick off. He's got a chance.
He can run a few more yards.
He's still going. He takes it across midfield.
Beautiful play.
This team right now is playing on a high. There ain't no way to bring them down.
Did you see them blocks?
This team is on cloud 9.
It's the replay. And there's more high-low fights going on up here than you can take a stick at.
No flags on the play.
And Martin, again on that play where Bo Williams had that good sack, is what they were doing, I think it was 2 weeks ago, what they started doing was bringing in the outside linebacker and then shooting through the end and tackle hole. And I think that's how he made that last play.
I'll tell you what, was that Bennett made that run there? I believe it was Bennett.
Yeah,
That
was Bennett. That was
and Bennett must have run 50 yards cross field and another 20 yards up the field.
That was about, I think, a 35-yard gain there.
35-yard gain and another 35 or 40 across the field.
London scored more points in the first quarter than any team scored on this team all year long.
And right now, I think Lemon Monroe right now is just shocked.
Yeah. They're shell-shocked.
They were talking how big their offense and defensive line is, and right now it's all London offense, defensive line. They're just mauling this team.
This has to be very disappointing because they're coming off a big victory over a Hamilton-Baden team who is a perennial powerhouse in Division III football.
And London coming up with 10:07 left in the second quarter, leading 21-0 after a big punt return by Corey Bennett.
The man. Lemon Monroe is in the 5-2 defense, and they're looking to throw. They're looking deep. He's got a man. He's got a cat. Oh, my. He had it in his hands, and it was a beautiful pass.
I'm going to tell you, that was close to being a catch, too.
Yes, it was.
With a fumble.
That was a beautiful
The
pass.
pass was there. Good defense on that play.
Was that a tremendous? That was a tremendous play
Right on
action
the
right
money.
there.
It looked like maybe Helvey got his hand in there and pulled it loose because it looked
That
like
was
he
good
almost brought
defense.
it down.
Yeah,
it
that was a good defensive play because he was right there with him step for step. But Artis just threw the ball. The only spot you could throw it to complete it. He just couldn't bring the catch in. And they're going to go to Lester. He gets a gain of about 3, so we're going to have third down to about 7.
And Artis looks the best he's looked all year. I mean, he's really throwing some crisp passes. You would think he would be a little nervous coming into this game.
Well, you notice
he looks really comfortable.
You notice, Darby, he had good pass protection there. He stepped up in the pocket like he did a couple times last week.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier when you can plant and make that pass.
Last week early in the game, he looked very nervous. At the first part, he wasn't staying. He felt the pressure, and he wasn't staying in the hole.
There they go with the option. There's the pitch. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Lester trying to make a move, and they shut it down. They want a fumble on the play, but it's going to be down London's ball, and we're going to have our first punt of the ball game.
And that's the best play that Lemon Monroe has had offense and defensively all game.
Yeah, they pretty much, Fred Lester was hung out to dry on that play, and Jason Artis really should have just cut it up and got what he could out of it,
right?
Because they had that defense perfectly. They had a guy on the pitch, man.
The way the pitch went on, I thought it was set up for a pass.
London setting up. They moved.
And I don't know why Lemon Monroe wasn't throwing for a penalty. I mean, they were clearly way over the ball from up here.
And we got a conference with the officials there.
Look at the way this London defense is playing. Wait to see what the penalty is. If this is against Lemon Monroe, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see, would not be surprised to see them run a fake punt. Because I'll tell you what, Dobmeyer just don't care. Evidently, he don't care with the way his defense is playing.
Exactly, and when he's up by 21 points, we seen last week, and he would take many chances about here when you're up by 21 points.
Exactly.
And again, that must have been what they called right there. It seemed like the defensive guard helmet you could clearly see was way over the ball.
They got spies out there now. They don't seem to have a rush on the ball. Low snap, bobbled. Oh, and he gets it off.
And it's going to be a good one.
Going to roll, going to take a little bit of a London bounce. I'll tell you what, Pete Grilke did a tremendous job. He had to pull, he had to kick him with a short leg, but he got it off because he had 5 guys right in his face.
And Martin, he could have been easily hit. It didn't worry him. He stayed very calm. This is what's really throwing me is how calm this whole London offense and defense has been playing the last 2 games. They act like they've been doing this
and another thing,
for years, like pros.
We've been giving the center a lot of heck. But I'm going to tell you what, that was a good snap back there.
Yeah,
he just didn't concentrate on catching the ball.
But he did maintain control and got off a halfway decent punt inside the 20-yard line. And there they go. And they run the option. Oh. They hit the quarterback. He gets across the 20 to about the 24. And I tell you what, this team, they're not going to be able to outrun London.
Don't look that way.
No, we had too much speed.
I like that back. He put a good stutter step on there. I thought he was going to throw somebody off there for a second.
And it looks like this Lemon Monroe team starting to wake up a little bit.
And you got to remember, their main defensive, I think, lineman and offensive linebacker and offensive back is out with a broken leg.
Right now, we see how important they are. There they go. They go off the right side. Nothing doing. Seems like these injuries to this team has really limited their offense.
We can say that, but with the same thing, they're still 11-0.
Well, that's very true. And I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, you can have great running backs, but if you don't have the block and the great offensive line, this game is being won on the line of scrimmage.
That's right.
We won this game on the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. I mean, with the quarterback sacks, the pressure on the quarterback, the interception, the big run by Artis, the runs by Lester, we winning the game in the trenches.
Had one wide out with in the pro eye.
He's looking to throw.
He steps up. He lets her fly. And it's intercepted. And it's intercepted. They're calling it out of bounds.
That was broken up. But who broke that up, Darb?
Number 31, Pete Grill. I thought from here, he would not believe how far we are away from the playing field.
Yeah. Martin, let me apologize to these defensive backs, because I have been questioning them all year, because I didn't feel that they had been challenged enough, because the quarterback for the other team hasn't had the chance to pass the block.
Oh, and they almost get it. It's going to take a little bit of a London bounce, pop straight up at about the 34, maybe 33 and a half yard line. London's going to take over. And I'll be honest with you, fellas, we got 6:37 to play here, and London has a good shot to go ahead and put this game away. I'll be honest.
It'd be nice if they could do it.
They could put this game away right now.
They had a slow 4 downs the last time out, but this section plays, maybe we can pull it off.
And we got to remember, we get the kickoff in the second half.
And remember last week when London had that drive for about 7 minutes to kill it.
And they're going to Lester over the left side. He cuts it back up. He makes a few moves. He's close to a first down. He got about 8 on the play.
And he looked like he was dead about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep, he made the move.
Well, you know, he said we had some comments on this faux. And I made a mention that John Wilson was a faux student. His parents tell me, I believe it's a faux 7.
Oh.
They caught me and said, they straightened that out real quick. So I'm not apologizing. I'm just glad he's a faux 7.
And there they go to Lester. Oh, and he's hit. That was a good defensive play right there. The linebacker.
Lester looks a little shaken up. Caught that one right about the midsection.
He gets up, though. He's going to be all right.
I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him. As long as there ain't no legs. Are we looking at a shoulder?
No, thigh. He's okay. He just got to run it off. And KO come the sophomore sensation for a 3rd and 1.
And Martin, that's how you stop London, and that's how you stop Lester. You got to hit him low, and you got to hit him before he gets 5 yards down that line of scrimmage, away from that line of scrimmage. Because he gets 5 yards, he gets that speed moving, he's gone.
This is the biggest play of the game right here for Lemon Monroe. They got 3rd and 1. They need to shut it down right now to have a shot. They go to DJ, and
I think they stopped him.
It's close. If we go by the spot, that referee coming up the line, I think we barely got it.
That's a first down.
That's a first down.
They're moving the sticks. They ain't even going to measure this one.
And we're looking at 5:08 left, almost under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And London's still leading like 21-0. And you got Gary in the house here, and we're liking every bit of it.
That's it. 21-0. First half. I don't believe it. London just coming out with an offensive explosion.
And London starting that same real slow drive that they did last week and ate up a lot of clock.
And we're going to have illegal procedure against the sophomore sensation number 34.
DJ kind of got a little anxious there. Either couldn't hear the counter call or something.
Let's don't forget, this is his first play early in the game.
Yeah.
He might have a little bit of the jitter.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while. In not talking prime time slots. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big spot to put him in as a sophomore.
And it's wild at the beginning of the year. We didn't know who the best tailback was after the first 3 games. Play action pass. It's loose up in the air.
There's got to be a flag on that.
No flag on the play. Yeah, the flag is down on the flag.
There wasn't a flag down.
It's going to be interference.
The ball was intercepted. It should be interference against Lemon Monroe because John Wilson could not get by the man. He was being blocked.
And he was not going for the ball. He was not going for the ball. If he was going for the ball, it might have been different.
Yeah.
If some contact was made, but he was not going for the ball.
Blocking him.
Yeah, he was holding him up to let his other defender intercept the ball. It's going to be holding.
Exactly. Is that a 15-yarder?
No, that'll be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be automatic first down. I believe it's
So far it's going right, but that was automatic. You can see that so clear. There was no way they couldn't call that. And then what I liked about it is John did have the presence of mind to go ahead and make the tackle after he seen the ball was intercepted, just in case the call didn't go our way.
You never know.
And that's just good discipline right there. I mean, he's not worrying about and crying and yelling and screaming. He's just playing football.
I don't know what they're discussing. It was clearly before the interception. The holding call. It should be, I believe it's a 10-yard penalty. They move it up 10 yards. And that's going to make it first down, 5. Now this is a great position for London. We got it right in midfield, 1st and 5. There's all kinds of things we can do here.
And that was a big play for us.
Fred Lester still out of the ball game. They got 3 deep, and they go to the sophomore. He's hit hard, and I tell you what, he drove through.
Beautiful, keeping on his feet and keep pushing through. He got an extra 2 yards.
And we got Mike Harris coming in for Grulke.
And Harris is in, usually means they're going to line up in a definite passing formation.
Grulke, I can say that name now.
Grulke.
It took me all year, but I can say Grulke now.
And it's 2nd down with 2 yards.
Harris is deep in the backfield. They go the option. It's going to be a first down. And London is doing the slow, methodical drive down the field.
They gave it to the workhorse, Sims.
Sims on the carry.
We haven't seen him carry too much lately.
No, but a tremendous running back he is.
But like you say, we got a lot of talent in that backfield, and so no matter who you give it to, you can just about count on something happening.
They can spread it around a good bit.
Give Lester a break, let whatever's bothering, let it heal up on him a little bit.
They're going to try to let you know what's going on with Fred Lester. He's not even back into the ball game yet.
It was picked up a quick one. And Artis missed
he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat, and they bring him down. He flat out didn't see.
Yeah, he jumped right dead up in front of Artis, so he had a man wide open slanting in. And he just flat out didn't see him, but that can happen to anybody.
Yep. I think if they want to run that play again, they're going to have to run a little pump fake.
Like I said, it's too early to claim victory. It's 21-0 right now.
London just blew a perfect opportunity to put the game out of reach. And now Lemon Monroe has a perfect opportunity to get right back in it. We have 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. Lemon Monroe lines up with a man split each side. They go right back up the middle. Oh, he drives!
And he was struggling for it. He just about got in. I thought he was in there for a second.
He ran it right back up the middle, and this is where London is stingy on defense, but not right there. And remember, we have Josh Larkin entered the game yet, because he went out with an injury, and he's one of the main defensive players for London.
We got double wide out, and I believe Monroe's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to measure for a first down. Official timeout.
And Martin, I'm looking on the sideline, and it does look like they're looking at Lester's shoulder.
Shoulder?
I thought it was Lester's shoulder when he got up.
London needs a big play right here. They need some penetration by the defensive line.
And Martin, I might be mistaken, but it looks like Lester's done for the night. Looks like they got the shoulder pads off of him and got a coat on him. So
that ain't good. They go with the quarterback sneak. Touchdown.
Lemon Monroe scored. 2:40 left in the first half. Leading 21-6 before the extra point shot.
That was a big play for Lemon Monroe. Because if London scores right there, for all intents and purposes, truly they're out of the ball game.
And I just hope we don't have a letdown with the minus Lester out there.
And there's that odd lineup you'll see sometimes in high school football and sometimes in college. For all the men get to one side, they set up with the holder. If you don't defend it right, they'll get a 2-point conversion on you. That kicks up, and that kick is good. And now have a 21-7 ball game.
21-7. Well, the game is trying to turn around. Lemon Monroe has picked up a little momentum. They picked off that pass and took it down, which led to them getting the score. London's going to have to tighten up now on that defense to get things back in perspective like it has been at the beginning of the game.
And Martin, it does. Lester's shoulder pads are sitting over there by the bleachers. So it looks like that might be the end of him for tonight.
I think what London might have to do, and if that is the case, they might have to put Bennett in that tailback. Because he proved he can run the tailback position.
And Bennett is
very well.
He's very smart, very smart. We'll see what happens here on this kickoff. I'm looking for a little short kick, too.
Yeah, maybe an onside kick. You never know. They're pumped, and they feel like they can do something.
They might do what Olentangy did to them, try to get it over the front line and do that little pop.
And there's a nice little hole right there.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of teams try that now ever since Olentangy did it.
And if they do at London, you have to come up on it. And there's the onside kick. And they got a shot at it. It's loose. It's out of bounds. London ball.
And
if you're not going to get that ball, you kick it, push it, throw it, you get it out of bounds. You get it
out of bounds, that's for sure. And that's just what we said, caution for.
There shouldn't be a penalty flag for the sheer fact it was touched by a London player. So there would be no call for the flag. I think they're going to waive it off.
We got around 2.5 minutes left in the first half. London up 21-7. Then they just avoided.
Yeah, they just waved off the flag.
An onside kick, and the flag was waved off.
Now, what we might see London just go strictly to the passing attack.
And Martin, why not? You're getting time to throw the ball.
Yep.
You have great, big, humongous targets to throw at. Why not?
So here we go. We're lined up, and Lemon Monroe, this side is pumped. As you can hear the crowd in the background that was quiet earlier. They go to the sophomore sensation.
Beautiful defensive play by Lemon Monroe. He just took on the blocker and got the tackle. Beautiful tackle.
Beautiful turn in. There was no way he could get outside of him. It was just a beautiful play on the defensive part.
I think London's making the mistake by trying to sit on this lead. I kind of feel they should put DJ, a great running back, in his own right, but I feel they should stick Bennett or maybe Harris back in there, just a little bit more experience in the bigger game situation. They line up again with a man split to this side. It's DJ and the tailback. They're looking to throw. He stands up. He's wide open. All he has to do is
got a penalty on the play. Beautiful pass to John Wilson, caught on about the 40-yard line, advanced to about the 35, and we have a flag on the play.
I think it's defensive pass interference again.
And Martin, this Lemon Monroe is not respecting the artist's ability in these great big receivers. They got excellent hands.
The penalty's going to be on London.
Oh my, how the tide changes.
Let's see the preliminary call.
I want to see the replay. I missed the call.
I missed the pass interference on that one.
It was in the middle of the field.
Because the flag was thrown to the opposite side of where the ball was caught.
That definitely is going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
We got a minute 53 left in the half. 2nd and 12. And we're marking off.
And London don't care where they put the ball. They're ready to play football.
Yeah, they are. They're going to line up.
Tell you what, everything was going against Monroe early in the game. Now it seems like the officials have turned on London.
And it's like a third in about a month. But if you remember correctly, last week this happened the same way. London come really strong out the first quarter. They scored 21 points, and they kind of rolled over and tried to sit on the 21 points.
Now look at this road. Excellent call. Excellent call by the London coaching staff. He got back almost to the original line of scrimmage. But I'll tell you what, they know the blitz is coming. They just want to get up, get a little bit more room to punt. That was a tremendous play call right there.
And with the agility and the speed that the artist has.
Right. If you're looking at artists, it's just a few steps under Lester in the hundreds.
And Martin, I'm kind of surprised that they don't do that more often.
Yes.
1:44 left in the first half, and London sets up fourth down. Got their second punter.
And they're coming for this one, baby. They want the block. High snap. The kick's off. And ooh, off the side of his foot, and it rolls. Out of bounds, about the
22-yard line.
About the 22.
21, they're going to call it a 21.
Good punt.
Put it where they couldn't get no return. Good punt.
Lemon Monroe takes over on their own 21 with 1:36 left in the first half. Down 21-7.
Now they're going to have to put the ball in the air, and London's DCs are going to have to suck it up and play them tight.
And this is where usually the teams really start hurting bad, because they take the quarterback usually starts taking some blows from this London defense, and they try to open up and throw the long pass.
They put their wings back and they just let it fly straight for the quarterback, and here they come right now. And it's a flipping pass, and they're passing it back to the quarterback.
Oh, and nothing doing.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Williamson made the defensive play for the Red Raiders.
He flipped it to the halfback.
And there's a good play situation where there's a lot of discipline there.
Yeah.
Williamson picked that up very well, kept his eyes open. And it almost was picked off.
Yeah. That would have been a really big play.
This London defense is very disciplined, very well trained,
very intelligent team.
Now you got to remember, so far the touchdown they got was off of interception.
Yeah.
So
they really haven't actually mounted anything. They got a first down right there, I do believe. And that first down is going to stop the clock.
And this turf was working on a lot of these ball players. Look like they're slipping a lot.
Yeah. Not used to this. They're used to grabbing in and getting a lot of grass and a lot of dirt. This is a little bit different. You really got to land your feet down and make sure they're underneath of you.
It seems like a Helvey, the running back for them, is used to cutting against the grain, and every time he tries to do it, he hits the ground. With 1:15 to go here in the first half, they're going to have to put the football in the air. And they do, and there comes the rush. They're running him down. He's looking to throw. No. Oh, and he takes a hit, or he gives a hit.
And I believe he picked up the first down.
And stopped the clock with 1:01.
On their own 43-yard line, I believe. Still in the second quarter, 21-7 London. And Monroe's trying to make it. They're trying to make a first half out of it.
They got a two-man split to the far side this time. They're still in that tight pro eye. London got 3 men deep. And they got 7 men rushing the quarterback. They got him under pressure again. He just lets it fly. Completed out of bounds.
Complete for another first down.
And out of bounds, and it stops the clock. 53 seconds.
Tackle made by Brookie.
And Martin, how long is this quarterback going to be able to take the pressure? Because I'll tell you what, every time he tries that long pass, he's going to take a lick.
Sims, Williamson, Wilson, somebody's in there. Dwyer, every single play. Somebody's in there on him. London with 3 men deep again. He takes the short drop. He's got a man open. And it's cut. Incomplete. Sean Kahn separating from the ball. Good hit.
beautiful play by Sean Connors. Sean Connors played some outstanding ball on the defensive end all year long.
And these deep backs are going to get some work tonight because this quarterback can whiz this ball.
He can throw the football.
We're under a minute now. But in the second quarter, London's still leading 21-7.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. They set up in a passing formation. Watch for maybe a little bit of trickery here. He takes the big drop back. He's under pressure again. They're trying to run him down. He's going to run it. And he's going to take a hit by that big Bo Williamson. Laid a lick on him. They call it out of bounds. And Martin, the quarterback, look, he took a hit on that play, and he ain't walking back to that huddle.
Two Christians.
Yeah, he's
a timeout.
Yeah, he's looked like he's hurt. Well, but to win this game. They set up in the pro eye. They got Sims in that monster defense, almost like we seen last week.
Oh!
He's hit hard. Does that quarterback work for Sealy Posturepedic? He's on his back the whole game.
I'll tell you what, he's been on his back a lot. It looks like a repeat of last week. If we can just end up the game that way, we'll be okay.
4th down, they're definitely going to go for it here.
Yeah, they're working the clock.
They would love to punch one in the end zone right here to make it 21-14 going into the half.
And I'm not counting Les Stroud, even though you did say he had his shoulder pads off and so such for. I'm still not counting him out.
London got 3 deep with Grillkey at the free safety position, and they go right back up the middle.
Fumble!
Ball's loose!
I believe they got the ball back.
He took a hellacious hit.
They got the fumble for the 1st down. 25 seconds to play.
They're set up to go already. They must be in their 30-second offense.
With 25 seconds to
and
go.
whistles all over the place.
And now here we go, and the clock should start moving. And he whizzes it out of bounds. He's going to stop it with 22 seconds to play.
And I believe we're going to.
2nd down.
Okay, Hamilton Baden, 22 seconds. Not Hamilton Baden.
They out of it. They're watching this
I
game.
know. We got a lot going on here.
They wish they were playing Hamilton Baden.
2 wide outs, pro eye. He steps back. Quarterback's looking for room. He's going to get hit again.
Williams runs out of bounds.
16 seconds to play.
Sims and Noble run him out of bounds there.
I was watching the quarterback. I couldn't, evidently the coverage must have been awful good because I wasn't looking downfield. Because he did have quite a bit of time to release the ball before he finally took off and went out of bounds.
And he can throw it. He's got an arm.
Yeah. This is the longest minute and a half we've had all year, I believe. We keep complaining about the time. This is a long one here.
Number 1, Brim checks in the game. You better keep your eyes on him.
Got double wide out to the left.
We got 5 men deep in the secondary.
Man in motion to the right.
And that's who they're looking for.
And
And there's the sack! They're going to roll it down.
Roll it down.
They rolled him down.
I don't know what he was doing then. It's very possible it should have been intentional grounding.
Well, he seen it coming. He was just trying to get rid of it. Maybe
Then
he
we're
was
going to see a field goal here.
37-yard line.
trying to keep from getting slung to the ground. Maybe, I don't know.
We're looking at a possible
Folks, this
field
is
goal.
going to be a 55-yard field
Or
goal
maybe
attempt.
a fake field goal.
A 55-yard field goal attempt, and it's no good. No, hold up. Oh, no good.
And I tell you what, that was one of the quickest field goals I've seen, man. The snap was quick, the kick was quick, and the kick was low.
And that's going to end the first half. London goes in with a big 21-7 lead, and we get the kickoff next half.
halftime here, and I want to give you a few stats while Lemon Monroe is doing their little band thing. Right now, London is leading like 21-7. And rushing for London, Fred Lester has 10 attempts. He had 71 yards. He went out of the game early in the game. His longest was 31 yards. Jason Artis has 2 attempts for 95 yards, and his longest was an 80-yard run, which went for a touchdown. DJ Jackson has run the ball 3 times for a total of 5 yards, and he's lost 1. He has the longest run was 4 yards. Scott Shims has 1 run for 3 yards. And as far as the passing goes, Artis has 4 attempts, 2 completions, 1 interception for 42 yards. His longest one was 45 yards. On the receiving end, we had John Wilson with two catches, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, and 35 yards was his longest one. Pete Grulke in the punting department has two punts for 64 yards, an average of 32.0 yardage, and his longest one was 41 yards. On kickoffs, we have Clark Tobin, 208 yards total, averaging 51 yards. His longest one was 60 yards. And Sean Kahn has 1 interception for 14-yard return, and Bennett 1 for 32. And that gives you the stats. Our touchdowns came from Jason Artis, 80-yard touchdown run, and Clark Tobin made all the kicks good. John Wilson had a 7-yard pass from Artis. Fred Lester had a 9-yard run for a touchdown. And for Lemon Monroe, Tyler Williams had a 2-yard touchdown run after an interception. And that is your halftime stats. Also, I want to make mention, we just got word that Fred Lester was out for the season with a broken collarbone, and we're sorry to hear that, and we hope he heals fast. And also, once again, I want to let you know who our sponsors were for tonight, because without them, we may not have been here. And that's Dwyer Hardware, TJ Dwyer, Sims Construction with Kenny Sims, Kentucky Fried Chicken with Larry Wheeler, Norris Motors, Tom Till Contractor, and Donato's Pizza. And we thank all those guys for making it possible to bring the game to you tonight. Thank you, guys. Well, folks, we're getting ready to start the second half. And like I said, we just got word that Lester has a broken collarbone. Only thing we can do now is just like Lemon Monroe did last week when their main player went out with a broken ankle, and that's suck it in. And somebody just had to pick up the slack and take over where Lester has left off. He had a fine season, and it's just a shame to end up right here. Lester, we love you anyway.
Our cameraman said the Bears just got to suck it up and keep coaching, keep playing ball.
That's right. Some other people gotta step up an extra notch and fill the gap.
No drive and kick. Taken by Bennett. He takes it back up the middle across the 20-yard line. 24, 29, almost to the 30.
And Martin, this is probably the biggest blow that London's had to their team this year is losing Lester. But again, we watched them come back from problems that they have over and over. This is the time that they seem to come together as a team and really play cool football.
You know, a lot of times when something like this happens, the team will get tougher and win it for the person who is injured.
They're going to the fullback.
And with Lester gone, you can be assured that they're going to go to Sims to drive that ball up the middle. Give it to your sure-handed fullback. He's seasoned. He knows what needs to be done.
Take time off that clock.
And he's really good handling the ball.
Been tremendous all year long, and London would love nothing more than to take time off the clock, but still keep scoring points. Now we're looking to throw, and there's a little flare pass. And that was a great move, even to remotely get out of that, because he would have been hemmed back for about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Looked like a little extracurricular activity down there with an extra push after he was out of bounds, forcing
now we got
number 32. What's his name?
Mike Harris.
Mike Harris.
And also,
throw up across the track.
But also remember, when they hit that track, they got them cleats on. You really don't want to stop real quick because you'll go right, the feet will go right from underneath of it. He wanted to take it real slow. That's why he come out as far as he did. One of them sets up. We got Drewke split to this side. He's rolling out. He gets a block. He turns it upfield. He's going to have the first down and then some. He cuts back across the green and brought down at about the 45-yard line.
And I got a feeling we're going to have to see more of this. He's got a good view of the field on that option run, and he can pick up a lot of heat. He ran like that a lot earlier in the season, and then he kind of got away from it, and I think they're going to have to go back to this.
Looked like Smallwood got the tackle there, and if he wouldn't have tackled him, Artis was to the races.
DJ Jackson is going to have to pick up some of the slack and start carrying the football like a man. He doesn't have a choice. And there he goes over the right side. He breaks it. He's close to another first down.
And you couldn't have said it any better.
The sophomore sensation, DJ Jackson.
Looks like they're going to measure this one.
Looks like a first down to me.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, your knucklers is a little off to the right. Your knucklers.
Well, I said that before I got him up there, Gary. Give me a chance here. Everybody's criticizing me.
I forgot Martin had your hand. He was holding your hand.
I was not.
He wouldn't let you talk.
Martin sets up first down and 10, and they're at DJ Jackson right back up the middle for another first down.
And then people are going to be wondering, say, Lester who? I'll tell you what, this DJ is starting to look like he did earlier in the season. And then he didn't, they had so many running backs, and then Lester come on so good, he didn't really see that much playing time on the varsity.
Just like I said earlier in the year, we didn't know who the best tailback on this team was after the third game.
The line right now is doing a real good job, but another what's making these plays go for as long as they are is Sims, their fullback. He's blown up through that hole, and anybody left that didn't get blocked, he's clearing them out, and that's and leaves a big hole there for Jackson to go on through.
Equipment timeout on the field. Now we go back to play. Sims had a little equipment problem there.
This could throw off the count. That little delay, we'll see how disciplined London is on this play.
Artis settles everybody in. They're going to the sophomore. He's hit the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And I believe he did get back to the line of scrimmage. And he picked up about a yard, according to the yard marker.
Now right there might have been a good time for a play action pass.
Second down and 9.
Like again, they don't want to get into the point where they're always trying to run the ball. They're going to have to throw this ball up into the air a little bit with Lester gone and loosen the inside up.
We got a wide out with Williamson out the wide to the right.
Artis and he flips away.
And he's got it going.
No, he
and a good run by Artis, clear down to that 5 yard line. I tell you what, Artis is only a few steps behind Lester, seriously, in the 100-yard dash. We got some wheels on this team. Go ahead, gang, win it for Lester.
And Bremen, a little slow getting up off the turf that time.
Yeah, he collided with his own player making that tackle on Artis.
Yeah, that situation where that was smart running too, because Artis was being bent to split the two tacklers. I'll get that out here in a minute.
And they ended up hitting each other.
I was going to say hell bent. That's not right now, I presume. No, Did you hear that? It's not bad, is it? If I took a bad word, forgive me.
Yeah, forgive us.
Amen and pass the ammunition. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 108.
And the score would look really good right here. Come out and start the first quarter, second quarter.
Yeah, similar to the Buffalo. They go to DJ up the gut. He's pushing forward.
Yeah, across the 5, possibly the 4-yard line.
Just inside the 5.
And they're missing the back part of their Buffalo.
We've got two main injuries in this game, don't we?
Yes.
Did anybody find out what happened to Larkins? Did anybody know what happened to Larkins?
We're still trying to figure out if he's back in the game. We didn't hear. No, he had a bruise. Josh Larkin out of the game with a bruised thigh. and he will not enter. He will not be back. DJ.
And had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Matter of fact, he lost yardage that time.
But see, the thing that hurts in a play like this, when you got a running back of the caliber of Fred Lester, you can just flip it and go
Go
run
wide,
to the
just let him outrun
outside,
somebody.
but you can't catch him.
Well, they've lost their main big play running back, and they now lost their back for their Buffalo.
Yeah.
For their Buffalo package.
Big blocker. They
Well, he's
line
got
up
to
in the
dig
same
in now.
formation.
3rd and 5, 3rd and goal.
And there they go. And they're going to roll it outside. He's running for the corner. No, he stopped at the 1. What do you do?
Field goal.
I would say field goal. You would say field goal. But what would Dodmeyer say?
Let's go for
Dodmeyer's going to go for it.
He's going to go for 6.
You know Dodmeyer's going for it.
Oh, man.
You
with
know
this
Dodmeyer's going for
And
it.
with this London defense, you got them pinned. Even if you don't make it, you got them pinned about the 1 yard line.
That's a long run, too.
Yes, it is.
And everybody is on their
Possibly,
feet.
This is the biggest play of the game so far. Right back up the gut. No. He didn't get it.
They held it.
Dodmeyer opted not to take the 3 points and keep the field position.
And I really believe that would have been a perfect spot for a quick pass.
I think if you pass it, I would have took it outside.
Yeah.
And Martin, on that whole series,
Because they're not near as fast as we are.
on that whole series, they didn't throw the ball in the air
One
once.
time. Very interesting. They line up, and I'll tell you what, everybody's in the backfield. Everybody's in the end zone. They got a man in motion. They run a little quarterback sneak trying to get some room. They're going to have to get to about the 11, just across the 10-yard line for a first down.
So if London can hold him here, we'll still have pretty good field position. I think the way that kicker's been kicking the ball for them, you never know. So you know what? This is a perfect spot for a long, long run. You see it happen time after time. They'll be pinned to the wall like, and all of a sudden, listen, nobody's going down the field but the ball carrier.
Seen us do it. Because you got everybody on the line of scrimmage and nobody deep. And there they go, right back up the gut. They shut that down in the backfield.
Martin up the middle. London every now and then is going to give up a few 3-yarders, 3-2, couple yarders. But you're not going to get no big gains out of the middle in this London defense. You're either going to have to go, like I said a million times, that's off tackle, or throw the ball. I mean, they're, like we said a million times, this is defense is set up where they're bend, but they're not going to break on
That's
you.
right, they flex.
Now we got to buckle down.
Monroe. With the ball in play, 3rd down.
We're back. It's almost a definite passing down here. 3rd down and 7. He set up. He rolls out with the option. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. In fact, I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Martin, he's very lucky he got away there, or he was sacked for a safety.
Yeah.
And that series gained them a total of about 2 yards. 4th and 7.
David Navy tackle for the Red Raiders.
Now we need a good return. We haven't had one tonight. Well, yes, we did. We had a good one by
They're going to be watching his heels.
For the Red Raiders.
And that's about his worst
Take a
play all
bounce.
night, but London bounce. Now it's taking a Lemon Monroe bounce, but we still take it over in Lemon Monroe territory at about the 48-yard line.
We haven't had really a good chance to return a punt. We're looking at 5:28 left in the 3rd quarter. London still leading 21-7.
A slow methodical drive right here could actually put the game away.
And it was a very excellent drive down the field. They just couldn't stick it in. We all felt that maybe the call should have been a little different. But again, that's what about a Dodmeyer. He'll just, this year, you call something, he calls completely different. He's completely unpredictable at any given time.
The misdirection to DJ, excellent run.
I'll tell you what, too. these kids have something to prove, because I've heard a lot of controversy about Lester being the one-man team, which we all know that's not true.
No, definitely not true.
At work, I hear this controversy. Well, you only got one man, because of his speed and the yardage he's gained, and these kids are going to prove it. I'm looking for them to prove tonight that they are a complete team, not just depending on Lester only.
They still have a weapon in every position. And no, excellent fake. Up close to the first down, you have third and about 3.
And Martin, again, they haven't passed yet.
No, they haven't.
Why they haven't thrown the ball up, I have no idea. Maybe they're saving it, I don't know. Or why they haven't thrown it yet, I have no idea.
I got a feeling they're setting them up. They're going to catch them off guard here in a minute. And let them forget that there is a pass play.
That could be very true, because Artis has been doing very good tonight. I mean, he's been really settling in the pocket and throwing a good ball.
I'm just hoping the coach hadn't settled down and got too conservative.
He got 3rd and 2, and this is a big one right here. They give it to the first man. He breaks the tackle. Who's out on the ball here? Is that Grilke?
Number 30.
Andy
Roderball. We haven't heard a whole lot from him carrying the ball.
I tell you what, that was a big play he made right there.
That's another weapon London's got. You got all, just like Carl said, you got all kinds of people. Cheese!
Man!
Yeah!
They have a lot of people that can step up and
got a wide out in Harris on the right side. DJ nowhere to go. He had nowhere to go that time.
Nowhere to go, so you got to protect the ball in a situation like that.
I think he might have lost the yard.
Ron Meyer is the lead the Hornets defense on the stop.
I tell you what, this Astros turf is pretty, but I don't like it.
No.
Something about it, I just don't like it. It just don't look real. Well, it ain't real.
It ain't real.
It's real.
Don't look real.
Because it ain't.
It looks like something you see on Sega.
Here they come with a blitz.
And Artis fell down.
I believe that was his first sack of the game.
He didn't get sacked, he fell. He never even got touched.
Goes down as a
Well,
sack.
he goes down as a sack.
Okay, I learned something there. Still say it wasn't no sack.
Gary making up rules as he goes.
I honestly did not know that. It went down as a sack. Because there was nobody near him and he just slipped and fell.
Usually the first man that touches him gets counted for it.
Here we go, 3rd and 13. Big play right here. London could use a first down to keep milking that clock.
Oh,
and they got him offside. I believe that's going to be called on Lemon Monroe. You better wait on the preliminary call, though.
Lemon Monroe, they're coming. No doubt about that.
Offsides, Lemon Monroe.
London has cut down that, what you guys commented on it last week, how disciplined London was. Usually the team is trying to pull the other team offside, jumps first.
Well, they're noticing they're coming pretty hard. When you're coming up, you have that intensity where you know that that's what you're there. You're there to blitz and get through the hole. Sometimes it's very easy to jump off sides.
True.
And we're still looking at a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 in this position in the field. Dobmeyer might be thinking 2 plays to get the first down.
There they come again.
And they DJ on the misdirection pit. He's got some running room.
It looks like, oh, we have another
We got a
flag.
late flag after the tackle.
See what it's going to be.
Interesting.
Looks like they have enough for the first.
It's going to be on London.
That was a very late flag for a holding.
Very.
And things get quiet in the broadcast.
Even though London has not scored, look at this side of it. You only had 3 possessions in the 3rd quarter. We have 1:49 to play in the 3rd quarter.
So the 3rd quarter has went by real quick with no scores on either side.
And Lemon Monroe has only had the ball 1 time.
3rd and 13, and we have another whistle by the official.
You remember last week, they done the same thing in the 3rd quarter. They scored once when they first came out, but after that, all they did was just kill the clock.
Yeah.
An obvious passing situation for London. They only got one man split out far. That's Bo Williams to the near side. DJ Jackson in Simpson's backfield. Artis Sales underneath the QB, underneath the center. He's looking to throw. He's got him in. He's got him out there. Touchdown! Touchdown! That might do it.
What did we say? We were setting him up for pass play.
And Gary, for the first time, and for the first time this year, you were right.
I was?
I'll be honest with you, they haven't been able to cover that all night long.
That's right.
It's
Very
been there
true,
all
very
night
true.
long.
And what was nice about it is Artis stepped up in the pocket,
Yeah, he did.
planted his feet, and got good pass projection and got it off. You know, just like in practice.
He was cool as a cucumber and stepped up in the pocket.
How cool is a cucumber? Talk to me. Tell me something.
Oh, it's a bad snap.
And it's still there.
Oh, no. No good.
Oh, and that just killed the streak. What was the streak? 15 in a row. And a bad snap that might have thrown him off a little bit.
And I think the world record was only 16, so he didn't break that. He didn't make the Guinness book, but he did he made the London book, I'm sure. London goes up 27-7 in the third quarter with what? Less than a minute and a half to go in the third quarter.
Less than a minute and a half to play, and you're only going to have right here, but just their series of downs should probably kill the clock. 4 possessions in 1 quarter, 2 for each team. You end up with the only score. You can't beat that. That's like scoring twice. You can't beat that.
I tell you what, Martin. Just when we were starting to say that London's getting I felt they were getting too conservative. They come out and throw it up and throw for a touchdown.
Exactly.
So, but just before that, I remember you said I said something right. They were setting them up for that play.
He gonna keep reminding us of the
Gary
rest of
knows
the
what he's
game.
talking about. Well, I talked to him about that.
And the toe coming out the boot this
We have to give Gary his just desserts. As you see, he eats a lot of desserts.
Oh,
Hey, love it. Spinach too. And there's an offsides, I believe. Looked like an offsides for London. I tell you what, if it is, it's been there all night. I'm surprised it hadn't been called before now.
How dark. What is Lemon Monroe going to have to do to get back in this ball game?
well, they haven't had a real successful drive in passing the ball. Or, excuse me, in running the ball. They have had some pretty good passes. I think they're going to have to come out and start throwing the ball again. They seem to loosen up the London deep backs a little bit and able to get the pass. But the one thing is, are they going to be able to keep Drew off their back? They're going to be able to keep Williamson off their back. Those are the 2 guys that seem to really mix up that defense and come at the quarterback and make him throw the ball and too early, too quick, and that's what usually causes the interceptions and the incompleted passes. They're going to have to control him and make a pocket for him, and if they can't do that, they're not passing on this London defense.
I got a question right after this play.
Right, they take it at about the 18-yard line. He's running, he gets across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. And what's your question, Gary?
The question is, when we got the penalty there, they moved the ball back X amount of yards. Do we have to go on an onside kick in that situation? Did it still go 10 yards?
10 yards.
Or do it the X
still
amount of yards
ball.
plus 10?
It's still 10 yards and it's a live ball because if you notice the defense, the front line on them, they move up 5 yards.
I knew that.
They line up in that tight pro eye again. And he takes the short drop, looking to throw, and there's a completed pass. Keeps him in bounds, but they got a first down. I think in our own minds, thinking for previous years, we still get scared that, man, this team, and teams are going to come back and beat London, and, what are they doing? They're too conservative. You name one point in this game when London was not totally in control. One time.
Very true.
So far,
not one time in this game they have not been in total control of the ball game. They build a nice pocket.
Oh! Almost intercepted by Sean Kahn.
He stepped up beautifully on that play.
Which ball game were you watching, Martin?
And he looked like Rod Woodson on that play.
Yeah, he did.
That was beautiful.
And I tell you what, had he made that interception, he had a clear field to the left side of the field.
I'm watching a 27-7 lead. London leads by 20 points with 36 seconds to go here in the third period. And this defense has been totally committed. They haven't given up 1 inch tonight.
Got a double wide out from Monroe with the eye back. And that defense up the middle still is not giving up anything. I think they gave up a total last week of, I think the paper said 14 yards for a total defense that the other team got, that Hillsborough got.
I'll be honest with you, they haven't given up too many more than that tonight with all the sacks and minus yardage.
Right.
In fact, they might not even given up a yard yet. So they really have not mounted anything offensively. Besides the 10 yards they scored a touchdown on after the big interception play. There they go, there's the rush, and they're coming.
Oh! Beautiful defensive play by...
And did not even get up to the original line of scrimmage on that play.
And that was Grilke.
Grilke hits very hard. I tell you what, we're going into the fourth quarter now, and it's ironic that I bring this up, but tonight was supposed to be the preview of the London BAC in the basketball preview. But all the basketball players are on the football team, so the preview is down here. We're down here at the preview right here. And Grilke's one of the basketball players, and that hit right there. He does the same thing on the basketball court. He knocks people down.
Well, I'll tell you what, does John Wilson and do they play ball? John Wilson and
both of them. Twin Towers, they call them.
I'll tell you what, they caught some alley-oops tonight.
Yeah.
With some big plays.
They sure have. And we're getting a good response from the London crowd. I feel we got a bigger crowd than it looks like. It's just we're not used to that big of a stadium. I was very disappointed in the turnout at the pep rally last night. And folks watching this game, I'd like for you to know that the pep rallies they have are not just for teenagers and for the kids, but it's for parents and anybody in the town who needs to come out and support and get behind these kids. So if we have another one, which I think we will this week, let's get behind these kids and get to the pep rally and back them up.
It's going to show a team and community spirit. Well, your team will love. Oh my goodness. He jumped a little bit too soon on that one. He's going to have a first down. They step up. And who stepped up and made that tackle? It was Sean Todd. Stepped up and made the tackle, but nevertheless, he got the first down.
A beautiful fake by the quarterback and got the defender off his feet and then just slid around him.
They're getting too antsy instead of staying in their lanes and rushing their quarterback. It looked like Bo Williamson was going up for a slam dunk on that play. Him or John Wilson, man, they were like 4 or 5 feet in the air. They set up in the tight pro eye, 2 men split to the far side. London, 3 men deep, and there they come from the backside. That's a lateral.
Beautiful pitch out.
He picks it up, and he gets a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards.
That lateral from here looked almost like a fumble.
Yeah.
I thought he lost the ball.
If he would have dropped that, that would have been a fumble, because the quarterback did throw it behind him.
And we're under, we got 11:33 left in the fourth quarter. London up 27-7. Lemon Monroe is coming up with a 2nd and 6 on the 34-yard line.
They're going to have to score quick and often to get back in this game. They really need to be in a 2-minute offense, to be honest with you. There they go, right back up the middle. He breaks some tackles.
I'll tell you
for the first down.
We have another penalty.
That looks like it's going to be on London, possibly a face mask where that flag come in.
Who was that kid? Number 20, number 7.
Ryan Brent, number 1 on that carry. He got face mask on that play.
Number 7.
And currently of 1/2 distance to the goal.
Well, this penalty just cost us. That face mask going to take us down to the 11-yard line. And it's going to put Lemon Monroe in another scoring position here. We got a wide out to the right side, to the left side of the field, that is. Man in motion.
And they're looking to run, second man through.
Aaron Doty close to the 8-yard line.
Sound like he said Aaron Doty. He said Aaron Doty.
I'll tell you what, I don't know why they're not hurrying up on the ball. They don't have really been down with 4 scores. Or 3 scores. Doesn't seem like to me they have a lot of time to waste.
It doesn't seem like when they haven't been able to score that many in three other quarters.
They do seem to be taking their time though and really don't seem too concerned about it.
Well, you have to keep your composure. We got another wide out and man in motion. Looks like possibly the same play. Probably will turn into a pass.
He's rolling out. Oh! Hit.
And
Who stepped up and made that tackle?
Hog tie.
That was John Wilson that popped him.
John Wilson stepped up, the defensive end, stepped up and made that tackle.
John Wilson on the tackle for the Red Raiders.
Now we got a 3rd and 6 and ball's on the 7-yard line. Monroe comes up, sets up in a power I, wide out to the right.
Look at his option.
Pitch out option play. And he's going to get in the team. And we know.
And Martin, where was our outside linebackers on that? They've been playing that option superb all year. I didn't see him anywhere.
They had no one on the pitch, man. In fact, I don't think they didn't even think about running the option. But no one came up to take the pitch, man, and that seemed to be their doom on that play. He kicks up and it's good.
So we got a score of 27-14. That one extra point could loom pretty big.
Yeah, you got 9:41 to play, and I would watch out for the onside kick.
I'm sure they're probably going to come with it. Like you said, they seem to be very confident they can come back and pull this game out. They're not rushing.
And if you notice, look who's in the ball game. Look who comes down the field. You have Jason Artis, Pete Grilke.
It looks like we're going to see a London in what Ironton calls it, a kangaroo team.
The coach is going through some fits out there. He's sick of it. He's ready for them to get down and get busy and play some hard-nosed ball.
And that's
what come too far to give up.
London's bringing out what we call
the kangaroo team.
What we call the kangaroo team for the ball bouncing around.
It's automatic. You can see it's coming.
And the deep man better look up because they might just try to pop it over everybody.
John Francis is going to
London needs to get up on the ball just a little bit more.
Well, they're looking, I think, for that big hop there that's been taken. It took right over the front
There
line.
it goes. The good beautiful play.
Good hands, people. That must have been one of the All-State men. That was 85, Bo Williams. Very smart.
Red Raiders, 1st and 10.
He took it right there. He knew they couldn't hit him or touch the ball before it went 10 yards. He stood right there and popped. Beautiful play by Bo Williams. Beautiful play.
He didn't try to do nothing fancy with it, just get the ball down on the turf.
And now we have great field position.
Now it's time to go and get another score and get a little more
I think it's time to put this ball in the air.
They get he breaks it back up the middle.
He's still going.
He's down to about when he comes on.
I'll tell you what, you give him the ball enough times, he's going to break one.
That's it.
He's going to break one. You're not going to contain him, the whole game. He's going to break one. That's the same way with any good back.
That was another tap on the nail He's going to seal the call.
And that looked like he was going to get stopped about the line of scrimmage, and he just bowled on through and kept rambling.
They almost got Artist before he could hand the ball off.
And that could be the confidence he needed to go ahead and run like he's capable of running.
That's it. That was an excellent run. And there they go. And London right back up. And he gets
picking his way.
5 more yards on the play.
DJ is very good at picking his blockers and following his blocker. Like he's going through there. An average person watching saying, hey, look, he's just skipping, he's walking, but he's looking for that one moment where he can break through there and for his blockers to make the way for him.
See, that's the difference between someone that's been playing for a while and someone that hasn't. Lester, he can see the hole. He sees the blocks a lot quicker because he's been playing all season. He's been playing for a good many years. He can see the hole and hit it quicker. Jackson takes him a couple minutes to see it, and he's a little slower picking the holes. And that it just comes with time. Right. It's not that he's doing anything wrong. That just takes it takes time. He has to have that seasoning process, which he doesn't have as a Lester would have, but it will come.
And what's odd about what you're saying is he's played a lot of reserve every Saturday morning. The kid runs 4 and 5 touchdowns almost every Saturday morning. So I'm saying he can see the holes, but when you get with the better guys, them holes close up a little bit quicker.
They got man-to-man coverage in the secondary, and I think they're coming with the blitz, guys. Here they come. They go to DJ to the short side.
Oh!
Move.
He went sideways or something.
And we still aren't going to end up with a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, he made a cutback right in the middle. I mean, there's a lot of people there. He ran to the short side of the field.
4th and 4. What do we do, kid man?
Red Raiders 4th and a long 2.
The toe.
4th and 2.
And we're going to see the toe. Tobin.
Timeout on the field.
Line out.
How much time will we use?
Tobin's going to line up, and this will be about a 32-yard field goal.
And we had a little controversy over him not taking the field goal attempt down on the 1 or 2 yard line. And it turned out they held it. But we did eventually get the ball back in that same series and go back and score. So it turned out for the good, 7 opposed to 3, or 6 opposed to 3. This 3 could really put it away.
30 to 14, that would pretty much end the ball game.
I mean, they'd have to have 3 scores. They couldn't win it with 2. Right now, they could win it with 2 scores because they scored twice, and we don't.
Yeah. This could very well put the nail in the coffin right here.
Here we go.
Tobin can connect on this.
We're attempting a 32-yard field goal. Penalty marker.
And what do we got going here?
That's against Lemon Monroe. We got the 1st down, but I think it's going to be against London.
Looks like London was jumping a little bit or something.
There's ball foul. Ball started. London.
Lemon Monroe was pointing, so it looked like somebody flinched or hopped a little bit.
And I found out over the years, you got to be the first to point. You got to start pointing real quick. And sometimes that can change the official.
Now it's a 37-yard field goal.
They ain't changed their mind. They're still going to let him boot this one.
Yeah, well, he's comfortable at this range.
This can seal the ball.
Just got to get a good snap. Good hold.
Snap's good. Holds good. Kicks up.
To the right.
It's got a shot.
No.
No good. Way off to the left. Not even enough distance.
Martin, I
never had enough distance.
Martin, I think if it was more to the right, that might have had a distance. He was way over on the left. Way over.
You just didn't kick it straight enough.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, he's been kicking good all year. That's a lot of pressure on a young man who I believe is a sophomore. First year to ever be do field goal kicking. He come off the soccer team, and he's done a great job all year. Even though he missed out, he's done a great job all year long.
But this London defense is still in control, and all they need to do is really don't give up nothing big. Keep playing the way they're playing. much credit to that defensive line. And there they are with the run. Oh, intercepted! Sims!
And that's the play we needed. That's the play we needed. Scott Sims returned the favor.
He jumped up and batted it down.
Scott said, Tobin, I want you to have another try.
Yeah. And who says white men can't jump?
He got up on that one, batted it straight back up in the air, and there was nobody around. He just waited on it.
That looked like the London play of earlier that Lemon Monroe brought it down to the 10-yard line and got their first score the other side.
And we're going the same way.
We're inside the 15. We're down to about the 13-yard line.
London has another opportunity to score.
There goes the option. Cuts it up, slips down.
Artist has got to plant that foot when he's ready to turn. He's going down.
I tell you what, Monroe they have stiffened their defense quite a bit in this last quarter. They're looking pretty good. Even though we did score one time, their defense has been looking very good in this last quarter. And we're still looking for that little quick pass out to the flat, to the corner, something like Chris Carter would do.
And London hasn't aired out the ball as much this half either.
They played real conservative football, and the one time they did throw, went for a TD.
Uh-oh, that looked like a jump.
I'll tell you what, a play action pass was almost a guaranteed touchdown here.
The way they're actually threatening the blitz, and then they called off. It looked like it should have been offside from up here.
Especially with
encroach. What is that called? Encroachment. I learn something new every time I get around you guys. I love it.
Especially with
See, Carl got to say something in the back.
Pass would be very good here, especially with Bo, the sticky hands, William hands out there.
Here we go. Slide out. He's looking.
And Martin, I was kind of surprised. I didn't see an offensive interference there because
he kind of playing. He switched the role of defender in that play.
He kind of pushed him back a little bit. I'm surprised you didn't see a flag.
I mean, he's going back trying to catch the ball.
Yeah, but he put his hand out and put it on the defender and pushed him back. You can't do that.
Okay, I missed that. I'll have to check that out, and I might edit that part out so it'll make you wrong. Hey, Tobin gets another chance.
Fake. Snap's good, and it's a fake.
Go up and get it, John.
Touchdown! The defender was almost intercepted. He said, not! They took the ball, touchdown. Beautiful play. Who caught that?
I believe it was Wilson. John Wilson. That's that. Who said white men can't jump?
He got up.
You seen that, didn't you? Hey, all right.
And Martin, what game are you watching?
I'm watching the game where London leads 33-14.
And the Monroe fans are filing out very rapidly now.
We didn't miss that call neither.
No, we didn't, baby. You can put a fork in this game. It's done. It's over. It's a done deal.
All we need now is for Martin to sing, and this one's over.
All right. You talking about the fat lady? Oh, no. Heaven help me, Katie by the door. I ain't had so much fun since the pigs ate up my pappy.
And let me tell all you London fans, Martin here said that he's not going to cut or shave his head until we make it to the championship. And I'm hoping that we hurry up and get there because he's starting to look awful ratty.
Oh, no.
We're going to start calling him Moon Foo Foo.
I'm getting that 1970 Pro back.
Well, folks, we got 5:24, a little under 5.5 minutes to go in this game. London's up 34-14. Yes, sir.
Gary, I'm going to take a moment to tell everybody, the viewing public out there, something they may not have known. Darby Calhoun, my roommate here, is getting married. He's engaged to get married to a beautiful young lady named Andrea Browning.
Can we put that on TV?
And we wish the best for him.
Congratulations to you.
And a great girl, too.
There's a little pooch kick, And he takes it and he falls down.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
definite flag.
Oh, uncalled for.
And he didn't lay a hit on him. He kind of rolled over top of him. Still a penalty.
And I know who it was without even looking.
There was no sense
Harris
in that
has been trained to hit somebody, and he will hit you no matter what. The man plays hard-nosed ball.
That was not a very smart play at all.
You know what's wild, guys? For all intents and purposes, this game is academic. It's over. The London Red Raiders will meet either Steubenville or Columbus Celtics. And fellas, we're one game away from going to the show.
That's right. One game away
from the show.
Let's don't forget the next game, because even if they play, it doesn't matter who, DeSales or Steubenville, those are big team football teams, big school football teams, and they're going to come to play. And London's going to have to play on the best that they can without no mistakes to beat those teams.
Yes, they will.
Because they're not only fast, big, but they'll come and hit you.
And the quarterback that time made something out of nothing, because he was caught late, way back in the backfield, and he was able to pull it out. Yeah.
And Lemon Monroe fans are fouling out.
Yeah, the stands are looking very empty for Monroe, and London is still, there's not an empty seat over there that wasn't full.
They're piling out a little bit, but I think they're staying for the victory at the end of this game.
I said that, didn't I?
London making history right here in London football.
We're in Region 11. We're the Region 11 champions.
He aired it out. Good.
Picked up.
Oh, it's good. This Bo has played one heck of a game today. That was a super pickoff there.
There's another pass that London said, thank you.
And let me say this about that. And that would be my thought.
Do what? Do what? Go.
Look at Wilson. Look at Wilson. We got a little tussle down there with Wilson, do we? We missed that.
What happened?
I missed that.
I guess evidently one of Monroe players was got a little upset, and Wilson was keeping them apart or something. Oh, the guy was going to the ref?
But the guy initially caught the ball from Lemon Monroe, and Bo Williamson just took it from him.
Did you have that on tape? Because I don't want to be talking about something that ain't happening. Carl be setting us up every now and then. Well, folks, I think this game is academic. Like you said, 34-14, less than 4.5 minutes to play in the game.
If it was a fight, they'd stop it.
It was a fight, they'd stop it. And like they say, Lester went down, but the team didn't go. The teams held up without him.
Lemon Monroe, first team coming out, and they're getting a little round of applause. They were, 11-0 coming into this game.
Once again, I want to acknowledge the people who made it possible for you to be able to see this game, and that is DeWire Hardware, Sims Construction, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Norse Motors, Tom Teal Construction, and Donato's Pizza. Thank all you guys for helping us out, and I got a feeling we're going to have the same situation next week. We won't come after you, but we're coming after somebody to be sure we can bring the next week's game to you.
And all of us up here in the booth, thank you also.
Much appreciated. Yeah, the coaches, they're very happy now. From now on, from now on out, every time London wins, it is history.
And we've said, watching this team in the regular season, they have the potential to go all the way this year. In every game, they just keep getting better and better and better.
And keep getting gooder and gooder
and gooder and gooder. Yeah.
And they done already dumped the ice and everything on the coach over there at the bottom. We didn't get that far. Too far away. But one of the coaches got to be soaking wet over there.
Is there a leg to jump in?
London wins the regional finals. Headed on the way to the Final Four.
We're in the Final Four, baby. Division 3. Sims in motion. It's going to be a rollout, and Artist is going to keep it. He takes it right close to a first down, thrown out of bounds.
And getting over on that ice could be problems. I'm surprised that there isn't a penalty called on a team when they throw all that ice and stuff out on the field.
Very, very true, Gary.
Before the game was over. They done that at London, the last league game.
Especially on this artificial turf, because that stuff
13 to go.
That stuff ain't gonna mash into the ground like on field. That's I mean, you might as well call that an ice slip.
They just got Emmett, the defense coach.
And not only that, I mean, you could also get your own players hurt and the opposite team's players hurt by a bad slip. You could twist an ankle, anything.
It's true. We got enough injuries tonight.
I'm surprised they don't. If they don't,
and that's what they're doing.
I knew that. That's right. They should. There's no, and I understand that.
Very true.
Feeling great and happy about the game, but it's not over yet.
Now they're gonna call for delay game.
I wouldn't be surprised, and actually they should.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be completely honest here.
I couldn't believe that they did that.
And I'm sure that they will put a stop to that.
Yeah, you get so far in the playoffs, they don't let stuff like that happen.
No, they don't.
Well, I tell you what, I don't see any reason for ice water in this game anyway. If you just got water in that jug, it's going to be cold. You don't need no ice in there.
They need to have a victory jug, is what you're saying, right?
Well, it's like that's the water jug, and it has ice in it. But as cold as it is on this field out here tonight, if you just had water in there, it would have still been cold.
This man's just so intelligent. He amazes.
He gives lectures on everything.
I'm good,
week in and week out, we just keep getting amazed.
And we're just going to run the clock out, so we ain't got nothing else to talk about up here.
This is a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Well, let's don't forget Lester going out had a great season coming into this game, and we hope that he goes and gets what he needs taken care of, because that was really in a senior year too, but a great game until the injury.
He went out of this game here with 71 yards. Okay, we got DJ loose on the ball.
First down and then some. And I'll tell you what, Gary and Darb, the way he was running, he could have very well, with the inevitability that hopefully London would have made it to the state finals, he could have very easily eclipsed the 2,000 yard mark rushing.
At the way
the pace he was going.
That's right. He had 71. When did he go out in the first quarter?
Yes.
I think it was the first quarter.
Yes,
First
it was.
second.
It was like a minute or something left, I do believe.
So he easily would have had over 100 yards in this game. You got little Mikey Harris in the backfield, number 32 in the tailback now. Fumble on the play. Who has it?
Ball turned over to Monroe with under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Once again, lining up 34-14.
And that fumble right there is too little, too late.
Yeah. So the way this defense is playing, I don't even think they'll put it back up in the air again, to be honest with you. There's really no reason to. We're just going to pick it off and run in for a touchdown.
Take on the first and 10 from their 25.
All right.
Everybody's making that second team substitution, making sure everyone gets to play. You like to see that.
Yeah.
For both teams, they're doing it. Let's give a little hand for Lemon Monroe. They're getting their players in.
Matt McLaughlin, our quarterback for the Hornets, penalty marker.
And as usual, as every game goes, the last 4 minutes lasted about an hour and a half.
The referees didn't get to throw their flags enough, and so they're catching up.
Got to meet their quota. Just like college.
A 5-yard penalty being assessed against Monroe. Takes the ball back to the 20-yard line.
London continues on with their hopefully a date with destiny and a trip to Massillon, Ohio, the state championship game. They will be playing in the finals semifinals next week.
Agent Crouch, the ball carrier. There are penalty markers on the play.
flag down.
Looks like that penalty's going against Monroe. Backed him up that much further. Like I say, we just got about 2 minutes.
Come on, guys. Let's let them finish this game. Everyone's getting cold and tired. Not going to open tomorrow.
This game is ending the way it started.
Yeah, it is.
It's ending just the way it started.
I have to go back to Columbus, and I have to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning, Gary.
Here's a quarter. Go call somebody.
Who cares? I see. All right. Well, I'm just trying to use up the time we have left, but that's fine. I'll just go back here and stick myself in the corner. That's fine.
They take it over the left side. Nice run right there. He almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
The clock is still running.
And we're under 2 minutes to play. The team is getting ready to run on the field in celebration.
Well, guys, are you believers yet? I've been telling you all year this team was really tough. But, you know, what can I say now?
You lie.
Man, I'm glad there ain't no lightning, boys. Good grief.
Lightning rod.
And here we go. We might have 1 or 2 more plays left. Nothing doing. We're getting ready to hit 1 minute to go in this ball game and let the countdown begin.
Countdown begins. Under 1 minute. 34-14. London once again comes up on the victory end of the stick.
And it's a beautiful stadium, isn't it, Martin? You can see Dayton from here.
You are in Dayton.
Well, I meant downtown Dayton. Well, you always got to be smarter.
We're looking right.
You always got to have a crack, don't you?
We're looking
downtown.
Dale's not here, so I
downtown Dayton.
We're looking right across at the Marriott. You see a cop car flashing his lights, waiting on Gary.
Yeah.
And they're looking
and they
for
air
deep
it out.
pass. They air it out deep.
Oh!
That almost got caught, intercepted.
He was
Almost
intercepted.
intercepted, and caught again.
And then missed. And Martin just went through the floor.
For the third time
For the
tonight.
third time
Every
tonight.
time he moves, the whole stand kind of bows. Scares
I'll scare you.
I'm glad it's just about over because this air in Dayton is kind of stale up here.
It is.
Anybody know where we go next week, Carl?
They said they have to announce
It will be announced in the papers, so everybody watch the papers.
They run the option play. It was going to be possibly the last play of the game.
Rule dead.
10 seconds left in this one.
And we can go man rush out on the field here.
That lady's warming up.
First and 10 at the Hornet, 28.
This is going to be the last play of the game, folks. Hopefully. That's it. They're running it out. They're not even going to run a play. 2, 1, it's over. London plays next week in the state semifinals.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
For me,
Go ahead.
well, folks, London wins the ball game 34-14. A tremendous effort, overcoming injuries by Fred Lester and Josh Larkin. Lester out for the year, and we thank you for the tremendous season. Hopefully, Josh Larkin will be back next week. London, a great effort, guys. What do you think?
I think London's got a super chance of going all the way. With Larkin's back, evidently Lester's out, like you said. But this is a team that's not built on one man. It's 11 man. As a matter of fact, it's the whole team because they pull people up from the reserves, from the freshmen, and they come in and do the job. So I really think London has a very good shot of going all the way, gang. You guys what do you think?
Talk to me, Doc.
Well, Martin, like we said a million times, this team just keeps getting better and better with every game. And they just came. I feel it was the best team that they've faced this year. But they came to play football. They came again like they did the week before, last week and the week before that. We're up by 2 touchdowns. You have to beat us. We don't have to beat you. And that's what they did here. They come out, they played hard, aggressive football. They threw the football, which we've been aching for them at the beginning of the season. They started late in the season. Artis has settled down. He's throwing good passes. They're running the ball. Then they lost their main Lester, their main runner. So Jackson stepped up, Sims stepped up, and they kept running the ball. Bennett stepped up. The whole team just stepped up another notch. They didn't quit. This team is a championship team, and they're going to be ready to play. Either it's going to be DeSales or Steubenville. We haven't found out who yet. And believe me, I would like to see them play Steubenville because that's my home stomping grounds. That's where I grew up. And when I grew up, that's all I heard, Steubenville, Steubenville, Steubenville. And it would be great to sit on the other side and root for London and see London beat that team. Martin?
And what a game it would be. I tell you what, London probably taking Steubenville or DeSales. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing them play DeSales. Because London, for the second time this year, London could beat the team that beat the team.
Ain't that something?
Twice.
And it make Martin feel better and I to see redemption again.
I went downstairs to get some stats, and there will be some stats coming forth here at the end of the game. Have they already got the trophy?
Yeah, they're presenting the trophies right now on the far side.
We definitely want to get that, because this is history for London.
This is history.
You guys are used to this. This is history for London. Every dog has his day. And this is our day.
We're barking.
Sideline. Yes, presenting the trophy, Mr. Bob Denny, President of the Southwest District Board of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Our congratulations to Region 12 champions. The
Region 12.
Red Raiders. Our head coach, Mr. James Dobbenmeyer.
And Dobbenmeyer just took a bath.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey Gary, speaking of baths,
thank you for your attendance and support this
about
evening.
that time of year, ain't it?
It's cold for that kind of bath, I'll tell you.
We urge you to attend the State Division III semifinal game.
So to round out this game, this is Gary McNeil.
The Red Raiders' opponent and game site will be announced by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Yeah, will be announced later.
On Sunday. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please be patient in the parking lot.
We won't know till Sunday, Gary.
Won't know till Sunday.
To Interstate 75.
One thing we do know is we are going somewhere.
We'll be there.
We will be there.
The Red Raiders are going to show up. We're going to show up.
That's right. So we're going to sign off here. Carl, you want to bring us over here?
In each driveway. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your continuing support of Ohio High School Activity Program. Please take care of yourself at home. Have a good evening.
He don't have a good weekend. How's this?
I can't see. I'm serious. Get Gary out on the end.
He's lying.
Ready?
Chocolate thunder.
All right.
Tell them what's up, Gary.
Well, gang, once again, this is Gary McNeil.
This is Martin Luther King.
This is Darby Calhoun.
And we're saying good night for another ball game. We'll see you next week, and give us some support. Come down and support the pep rallies, and we'll see you at the game. London all the way. Go London.
Individual honors, but we've had some kids that are honored this week, and we're going to talk about them as we pull them out in groups. First one is Scott Sims, who last week was named for the second year in the row, an all-BAC linebacker, and then just this week was named first team All-Central District, and I got an award for Scott. Scott, come out. Scott? First of all, I want Sean Kahn to come out. Sean Kahn was, as Coach Collier said, we think he's our best cover guy. We believe Sean Kahn can play defensive back on any team around here. He made second team All-League. We know that he's a first team selection, and I just wanted Sean to know how much we appreciate what he does and how good we think he is, and he's second team All-League. And Sean didn't make first team All-League because Corey Bennett made it for the second consecutive year, and Corey was also special mention All-Central District. Corey Bennett. And the All-League, All-BAC quarterback this year is from London High School, Jason Artis. We're proud of Jason. John Wilson. John Wilson, come on, John. John Wilson was recently voted first team All-BAC and just came out in the paper, I believe it was last night, that he was also first team All-Central District. John Wilson. Clay Miller, where's Clay? Clay Miller's been voted BAC, All-BAC second year in a row. First team All-Central District. I don't believe I've ever coached a better defensive tackle than Clay Miller. Right there. One of those offensive lines, two of those Hogs actually. I want two of them to come out. I want Chad Good, come on out, and Lance Worthington. I want to talk about both of them in a second. I don't know if you guys understand. Well, let me explain to you how it works. All league voting. As the head football coach at London High School, I can put up kids for all league, but I cannot vote for our kids. So anybody that makes all league makes all league by the votes of the opposing coaches. I have nothing to do with it. And one of the biggest disappointments we had was the fact that Lance Worthington didn't make first team all league. He made second team because we as coaches know how important Lance has been to our football team. But we were really excited to open up the Dispatch this morning in the Madison Press last night and found out that Lance had been voted first team All-Central District as a center, and I think that's a great honor. And Big Shad Good, as a junior, was voted first team All-BAC and also special mention All-Central District. Congratulations. And Coach Collier informed me that I neglected to, we asked everybody to come out. We didn't say anything about the running backs. So Fred, I guess Fred Lester needs to come out. Everybody know who Fred is. I was watching 11 o'clock news last night. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Fred was on at 6:30, and then 11:20 they had him on the news. They said that Fred had commented that he hadn't been carrying the ball enough, and they went to the news clip, and Fred wasn't there to say that he hadn't been carrying the ball enough. So I asked him this morning, and he really backtracked real quick that he thought he'd been carrying the ball plenty. Fred, those of you who've watched us play this year, it's unbelievable how this guy has improved in 1 year. He has 1,511 yards. He was voted first team All-BAC, first team All-District, the Central District Back of the Year, and also the Offensive Player of the Year in the Buckeye Athletic Conference. I got two things for Fred.